3, 2, 1, Star Wars. Hello there, and welcome to class. Today we are taking a look at the episode Destroy Malevolence. Malevolence. That's the first time I've said that word right. So, the first thing I want to say, I want to give points to this episode for, is I appreciate just this sort of arc. I think it's a fun arc than like destroying the spaceship, and it starts out with it being a secret weapon. I like how they told different parts of the story from different perspectives leading up to this point. That is very fun. That's one of the things I like the most in this show, is the arcs and how things interconnect, and how you get to see how different characters in the Clone Wars get rolled into these arcs. Very good. I want to give points for this spaceship. I love all Padme's silver shiny spaceships. They look cool in the movies, and they look cool here. I want to give points to this shot of Grievous's hand pulling out of the rebel of an exploded spaceship. Obi-Wan's here. I like Obi-Wan. I'm a big fan of Obi-Wan. There's just something about him that I think is really cool. Something that kind of reminds me of myself. And of course we have a scene of Obi-Wan going bowling. I just thought that was kind of fun, so I liked that quite a bit. Anakin has a line about how he used to put droids together, but now he just takes them apart. It's sort of cool. Sort of a cool line there. And because I did it last time, I'm do it again. There is, of course, this line of Grievous saying, "Hello there."
Hello there.
Which obviously mirrors this line from Obi-Wan where he says, "Hello there."
Hello there.
Now, with that being said, I'm gonna move on to some things I didn't like, starting with the animation in this episode I thought looked particularly bad. And I know, for the time, this animation probably looked a lot better. But something about just certain times when the characters would move, it just didn't feel quite organic. Again, this is early CGI, so I really can't complain too much, or I shouldn't complain too much, because I'm sure it was great for the time when it came out. And that's actually something I'm looking forward to as I continue to go through the series, is getting to see how the CGI further develops throughout the series. Now, with that being said, I'm going to move right on to the moral of this episode. So, in this episode, there is a scene where they have to repair the hyperdrive on the ship, but then Anakin comes, he chops up all the droids, and he makes the hyperdrive so it's gonna run into a moon, I guess. So anyway, as Anakin and Padme leave the room where the hyperdrive is being fixed, other droids come in and they're like, "Oh, I guess the repairs are all done now, so we can just turn on the hyperdrive," and that ends up being what ends up destroying the ship. So the moral that I take from that is it's always a good idea to double check, right? if you see something that, looks out of place or something, right? Like, it's good to say, hey, is that thing supposed to be there before you just move it, right? Or, hey, did we finish repairing the hyperdrive before you just turn it on and crash into a moon? I know it's a bit of a stretch, but I had trouble finding a moral in this particular episode, so give me a break. I did my best. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for watching. More of the Clone Wars linked there. Doctor Who reviews linked there. And have a very nice day. And goodbye!